wondering, actually, with the time now at...
well, it's about 25
10,
to 11.
Something like
20
that. You're
to
probably
11.
wondering, well, here we are, back on a new series of Tiswas. I wonder what time the first custard pie of the new series
That's the
will
question
arrive.
you're
Probably
asking.
asking yourself...
Well, there we are. That solved that problem.
Oh, there you are. Let's clear that up.
This fellow walks into the bar, you see, and there's a large Alsatian dog. So he goes...
Sorry, it's not yet, mate. They cut you early, actually. It's not item 27, I think, isn't it? Sorry about that.
Yes, there's no water in that there.
No, there shouldn't be any water. Sorry, I don't quite open
A bit
there.
earlier. Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, can I only apologise?
Good morning. Trevor McDonald here with the news. Reports are coming in of a new disease which has reached fatal proportions in all parts of England. This disease is called Cooperitis. The victim is urged at any time of day or night to put on a red hat, like this, and do terribly silly voices. I'm terribly sorry. It is very contagious. And, I'm sorry, extremely dangerous, just like that. Anyone coming in contact with this disease is advised to go to the doctor. I went to the doctor the other day. I said, "Doctor, it hurts when I go like that." He said, "Well, don't do that."
I said, let's have a control it. Let's have a control it. Says the pilot, what's your height and position? Isn't that? He says, I'm 5'6" and I'm sitting at the front.
I don't believe it. I don't even know what it is. It's nothing like it. I can't even do it. Who's that? I can't.
I took my monkey. I bought a monkey. I bought an ape. An ape shop.
Just like that.
And my friend said, won't it grow very big? I said, yeah, it'll be 9 stone, and it'll be 9 foot tall and weigh 45 stone. He said, where's he going to sleep? I said, anything he wants.
Anyone came in the other day, and he said to me, Tommy said, I've just had all my teeth out. And he said, Tommy, never again. I'm talking about this.
Go on. I used to think I was a dog, but I'm all right now.
I went to the doctor the other day. I said, "Doctor, I had a terrible dream last night. I dreamed you ate a 10-pound marshmallow. I woke up in the morning, the pillow was gone."
Hello.
Good morning. I'm collecting for the old folks home. I'm wondering if you can help.
Yeah, all right, hang on. All right, how about these two? They did? All right, done. Cheers, mate. Take care. All right, mate. The cage actually been very quiet this morning, but I've got a letter from John Cathcart of Pudsey. He says, "Dear Chris, I couldn't help noticing the speed with which you attacked the cage the other day. One second they were all smiling and dry, but the next they were soaked and squealing. Bucket after bucket you seemed to throw them. How many buckets do you think you could throw over the cage in 30 seconds? Well, I don't know, John, but I'll certainly have a go. Can we? We've got the clock here. Tiswas water time, right? Can we start the clock? Right. Here we go. Start.
This fellow walks into the bar, and the bloke has a big Alsatian dog. So he says to the fella, "Does your dog bite?" So the fella... where's Keith? That's wrong. It's not there.
Frank, no, it's not. You're right. It's item 24.
But we'll try and get it later on.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Frank.
Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum-ti-tum, tum-ti-tum-ti-tum, tum-ti-tum-ti-tum-ti-tum, puddly-puddly-pum. Good morning. Welcome to Pulse Beat. It's not every week on Pulse Beat we get a former child star, a great TV actor, and international rock singer all rolled into one. This week is no exception, so here instead is Dennis Waterman. Dennis, it's really a great privilege to interview a person like yourself, a child star, TV actor of great renown, and international rock star. I'm usually interviewing members of parliament, cabinet ministers, prime ministers, so this interview is a great change for me, and there's so much I want to ask you. There's so much I want to know about you, and so do the millions of viewers watching at this moment. For example, I'm really dying to know what it was like to have played Just William. I mean, you really must have had lots of fun there. You were 12 years old in show business, playing alongside great actors. I'm sure we would all really like to know what it was like. And we're also dying to know what it was like to have a British welterweight boxing champion as a brother. I mean, did you fight with him? Did he protect you? Did you use his name at school? Like, if you don't give me that chocolate, I will tell my brother, the British welterweight boxing champion, and he will beat you up. And you, of course, became nationally known yourself in your own right through that very successful TV series, The Sweeney. Millions of us would like to know what it was like. To know if you even had a stuntman or did you take part in the fights and car chases yourself. And we'd all like to know what it's like working with George Cole in Minder. How do you get on behind the scenes with him? What's he like away from the cameras? And of course, finally, we'd all like to know how you became a rock star. Did you write the songs yourself? And where did you learn to sing? Well, Dennis, it's been really interesting talking to you. I could have gone on for hours, and I'm sure there's a lot more you'd have liked to have said. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for. Thank you for coming. Tune in next week, and we shall be asking the burning question, how much is that doggy in the window, and does it come any cheaper without the waggly tail? Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum-ti-tum, tum-ti-tum-ti-tum, tum-tum-ti-tum-ti-tum, puddly-puddly.
Now, it's time for us to introduce a fabulous new multi-million-pound competition to the programme. It's time for Spot the Benny!
Hello and welcome to Spot the Benny, the fabulous new money no object quiz game that tests your knowledge of your very own TV favourite. Yes, just how well do you think you know the backward boy beneath the balaclava, the witless weed under the woolly? Let's have a good look at our two finalists. Now, they've been chosen with great difficulty from hardly any other applicants. We can assure you that one of these is the real Benny, arguably the most powerful television actor of the century, and equally arguably nothing of the sort. The man who, whilst peeling an orange for his boss, coined that now classic English phrase, "Oi got a jaffa for the gaffer." Right, you've had a look at them. Now let's hear them speak. This should help you at home. Now listen very carefully, all of you. Contestant A, will you speak now, please?
Well, I just been in the barn and everything with Mr. Cottrell. I think it's really good. I like it here.
Okay. So you've seen and heard contestant A. Contestant B, let's have a look at you. How about you? Could you be the real Benny? Contestant B, will you speak now, please?
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention, a kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene.
Thank you very much, contestant B. So there you have it. You've had a good listen to them both. Have one last look at them. Take your time. Have one last lingering look at them. Which one do you think at home is the real Benny? Which is the witless wonder under the woolly? Postcards only, please, and they must arrive here at ATV Studios not later than 12:25 this very morning. OK, so get those postcards in as fast as you can. Ah, here comes the first post now. Thank you very much indeed. There comes the second post already. A tremendous response. Ah, yes, and there goes the last post. And the first all-correct postcard I pick out of the postbag gets a free weekend in Tahiti with Reg Cottrell, and let's have a look at it. Is it a winner? It's a Mrs. M. Mortimer, I think that is, from King, I can't read the postmark, King's O something. She guesses, Mrs. Mortimer guesses, contestant A, and she's absolutely correct! Well done, well done! To be the real Benny. I know my Benny anywhere, says Mrs. Mortimer from King's O. Well done, well done, well done. Congratulations, contestant A, the real Benny from Crossroads. Thank you very much indeed.
Upset. Well, it's me, innit? I mean, she should know it's me. I come here and they said they was going to win.
Get
you
off,
said you were going to...
your hand, get off.
This fellow walks into the pub and there's a big altercation dog.
Sorry, it's the only one we can attract your attention. No, it's not. It's not yet.
It's later on.
You'll say some jokes
Please,
later.
now you'll have to do it right. Now, that's...
Hello, good evening and welcome to another edition of Crookery Nook. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what that is till after the sketch is finished. Well, today... Shut up, Rubble. Today, I'm going to show you how to stick your head in a really delicious lemon souffle. Now, this is a classical French recipe invented by the great French chef Émile Lapouf as long ago as Tuesday. So, first of all, we need 12 really fresh, very nice and fresh farm eggs. Please, the 12 eggs. Here we go, really fresh. You want some really fresh in the bowl with them. Thank you very much. And here's one. Oh, no, that's a little too fresh. That's a little too fresh, I think. Oh, dear. Sorry about that, hen. Now then, you put them in the bowl, and will you take that upstaging hen away, please? How can I act? They do that, you know, when they're chicken. Anyway, we whip up the eggs, beat them, you know, beat them really hard. Think of them as your children, something like that, you know. Beat them up, there we go. Then we add a little bit of cream. A little bit of sugar. And the juice of 6 freshly squeezed plastic lemons. Then you add just a tiny little bit of kippered herring. Not too much here, because it does make it taste absolutely dreadful. So obviously the less you use here, the better. I really recommend none at all, but this is the best. Then a little drop of brandy. And you pop us in the oven. Now, after about an hour, you will begin to smell a really delicious aroma. But don't worry, have a quick wash, change your socks, and go straight back here to the oven. Now, we open the oven, and if you followed all my directions very, very carefully, you will find the most delicious, tasty, exquisitely, thank you, fragrant little lemon souffle you've ever seen in your life. Now, if you're a real perfectionist here, you'll just sprinkle it with a few little hazelnuts there. There we go, just round the top, and then it's ready to stick your head in it. Oh, Marvia, really very delicious, this one. Lightly adhesive, really quite superb. It's a very light pudding, and it's an ideal prelude to the coffee course, or the cheese. But of course, no elegant meal would really be complete without wine. And wine is a very difficult thing, because in the best sort of meals, people like to choose their own wines. There's no particular wine for any particular meal. So the only thing to do, really, is to just try them all and see the one you like best. Oh, this is a Côte de Bon Voyage. This is about 1970. It's all right, a little dusky in the bottle, a little over the hill, that one. Oh, that's a nice crisp one. Yes, that's very nice. Or if you prefer something you really can go upmarket. Now, this is something very, very special. This is a 1943 Côte de Nickers. It's really, really very lovely wine. And it's a pity to waste it, except if you're having a lovely beer like this. Oh, this is absolutely delicious. I think this is one here which I'm not going to like. No, I knew I'm not going to like that. So I'm going to leave that one for now. I'm going to give that to the chicken later.
Yes, I think you'll like the food here in this nation. You do deserve a slap up feed. I mean, after all the work you've done for me this year. Well, I know I pay you 50 pence an hour, and you have 2 whole days holiday a year.
Yes, that's right. But it's very kind of you. There was really no names.
Nonsense, Miss Nation.
Cora. Please call me Cora.
Of course. Cora. No, I think the least I can do is buy you a very good meal.
There you are.
And
That's a clip from Coronation's treat.
I don't write the worst guy I ever saw.
Is it a kind of a dream floating down on the tide, following the river and death down the stream? Or isn't it a dream? There's a fog along the horizon, a strange glow in the sky. Nobody seems to know where now. What does it mean? Ah, it's in a dream. Bright eyes, burning like fire. Bright eyes, how can you close and fail? How can you like a bird so brightly, suddenly bird so pale? Bright eyes.
Now, excitement upon excitement. Something so fantastic is going to happen. It's time for the Phantom Flamflugger Challenge.
Hello and welcome to the show that's got it all. The show where it's our pleasure and our privilege to try and make you happy. If you're happy, then I'm happy, and if I'm happy, then we're all happy. Is everybody happy? Let's have a go. Okay, once again, the man of menace and malice in the mask, whoever he may be, the Phantom Flamflinger, the blackest fiend in the cosmos, is itching to get into action. Let's meet the first very welcome guests. Now, let's start with you, I think. So let's reverse the normal procedure. What's your name, sir?
Dennis Waterman.
Dennis, are you sure? We weren't expecting a Dennis Waterman.
I think, hold on.
Okay, well, that'll have to do. What about you, my darling?
Sue from Legs and Co.
Sue from... What firm do you work for?
Legs and Co.
Legs and Co.
Legs and Co.
That's fine. Nothing to do with broad... No. Okay, well, let's have a look at the fabulous prize. We've got lots of prizes today. We've got a fabulous dream holiday for two overlooking one of Europe's most beautiful waterways. I don't know if you can see that. A never-to-be-forgotten meal for four in one of Britain's most exclusive restaurants. And this week, why not get away from it all? Be treated like royalty. Spend 7 dreamlike days completely on your own in Morocco. Completely chauffeur-driven limousine, non-English-speaking dancers, and guaranteed blistering sunburn in 30 minutes while you wait. So, lots of prizes waiting to be won. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, if I can start with you, sir, again. Take your time on this one, take your time. Nice and simple stuff. What's the capital of Wales? Now, take your time, is it Scotland? Is it Harry Seacombe's vest? Nice and quiet, please. I must ask for quiet. He's having to concentrate. It is very difficult. Or is it Cardiff?
Yes.
Absolutely correct. It is Cardiff. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, girls, take your time. Now, what do you like at geography?
Oh, brilliant. Great.
Okay, well, this is about the cinema in which famous Western did Yul Brynner lead a dedicated band of gunfighters, which included Steve McQueen, James Coburn, and Charles Bronson, in a fight to the death against a band of Mexican bandits? The Magnificent Seven. Absolutely correct. It's in 2 parts. What other famous film was the hero attacked by a really uncontrollably angry pack of bananas?
Would you like to repeat the question?
I'm not sure I could with these teeth. In what other famous film was the hero attacked by a really uncontrollably angry pack of bananas?
Snow White and 7 Dwarfs.
Sorry, no, it was The Wild Bunch. Take your time, not to worry. Plenty of time to catch up. Lovely contest so far. Dennis, can you multiply? Nice and quiet, please.
I don't believe it.
Come on, I'm being asked a question.
Well, that is the answer, that is the answer. I must ask for quiet, girls, please. Now there's trouble with the Nolan sisters. Can you multiply 9,865 by 6,523? 9,865 by 6,523.
64,349,395.
Well done, well done, well done. Okay. Plenty of time to catch up, don't worry. This could be the peak of your career so far. This year's date, 1980. Can you multiply it by 45?
No.
This year's date, 1980. Can you multiply by 45 and then multiply again by 774?
Madam,
68,206. 206.
No, I'm sorry, that's completely wrong. I don't know where you got that from. It should be 68,963,400. I'm sorry, I don't know where you got that. Girls, I must insist on quiet. This is not fair on the other contestants. Dennis, I'm sorry. In that marvellous Peter Cushing film, The Curse of the Pharaohs... What? In that marvellous Peter Cushing film, The Curse of the Pharaohs, one of Peter's relatives played the monster. Who was it?
His mummy.
His mummy, absolutely right. Well done. Right. Right, never mind. Plenty of time to catch up. Don't worry. Very fair contest so far. What was the correct title of that brilliant box office smash hit? You must concentrate, however difficult it may be. That featured an extremely small man who spends his whole day counting chickens. Sorry, no, it was Brief Hen Counting. Getting really exciting. A lovely balanced contest. Once again, the old man with the sigh that's come knocking at the door. And we must answer. Sadly, it's time for us to say au revoir, but hopefully we'll see you next week. I'll be here if you'll be there. And don't forget, you come over there because I'll stay there. And again, if you come here, we'll see you again next time.
Have you brought any souvenirs back? You brought any other souvenirs back that you brought? This, down here. What's this? What on earth was that for? Make double the amount of sandcastles. You idiot. But surely you brought a little something else. A present? A gift? A little trinket? Souvenir? Just a little something. Surely you even brought me a little piece of rock. Well, give it to me.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to this, the last but one Compost Corner.
Last but one Compost Corner!
Now, obviously, logically, that means that next week we'll be doing the very last ever Compost Corner. And of course, I can still remember the first ever Compost Corner.
First ever Compost Corner!
And there have been so many Compost Corners in between.
Many Compost Corners in between!
A bit later on, we'll be talking to a soft drinks millionaire who earlier today threw a High Court judge into his fruit crushing machine and got legal aid. But first, my very... Isn't that funny? But first, my special guest at Sentinel of the Soil, come in, Professor D.P. Gumby. D.P.
Yes, where are you? Where's your voice coming from? I hear things with my brain,
You're
but I
almost
don't
certainly
see.
one of, I think I can say probably the most respected gardening authorities in Britain. I think I can say that. Can I? I'd like to, if I could. It would please me enormously to be able to say that.
Have a go, have a go. Have a go and say it. Say it with your mouth.
One of the most respected, if not the most respected gardening authorities in Britain.
Yes, whatever you say, I am.
Of all the many
my brain.
flowers in your...
Oh, it slipped on the other side of my head.
Of all
Can
the
you just
many-
stick it there? Oh, there.
Of all the many flowers in
Bonjour.
your marvellous...
Bonjour.
Marvellous garden.
Hello, Dickie. Yeah.
Which do you think is your great personal favourite in your garden? Flowers.
Rosemary Clooney.
Rosemary Clooney. What exactly does it look like? What's its
Oh,
petal
I don't
formation?
know. I don't know why. What? Yeah, it's gone over there now. It gets to cut in my ear. Oh, it's gone down by the knee. It's gone down by the knee. My brain is by the knee.
It's all the same with you, DP. I think I'll leave it where it is. I'm not going down there for however much money I'm getting for this item. I think of all the many things you are respected for,
Cottage.
DP. I think probably you're best known for your flower arranging.
I say great. Yes, great. It's a great hobby. It's my hobby. I'm very good at it. It's my hobby.
Yes, I know that.
That's what I was going to say when I first came on.
Well, but before the brain went
Oh, yes.
Perhaps you could give us a demonstration of your great hobby.
Yes,
flower
Dickie.
arranging.
Yes, Dickie, I will.
Now,
No.
this morning, ideally before 12:30.
Yeah, before 12:30. What's the time?
It's getting on close.
Oh, I've not got my watch on. Oh, yes, that is, yes. 12:15.
The flower arranging.
First take.
Yes.
Was this the chicken I was working with earlier?
It's not.
I think that's the best thing for it.
Right, the flowers.
First take, a bunch of flowers. Pretty begonias, tulips, chrysanthemums, arums. Then arrange them artistically in a vase. Ooh. Get into the vase, get in there, get into the vase. Oh, get in. Oh, I'll carry myself off. Oh. No, I won't.
Well, thank you very much, Professor D.P. Gumbley. That's more than enough this morning. That's the lot from this, the last but one ever compost corner. Seems a shame to waste it while it's here. Don't forget to stay to discover our special guest a bit later on, but that's all from last ever compost corner but one. Here's Jamesy.
But I say, what do you get if you cross Cough the Cat with the Prime Minister?
I don't know, Sally. What do you get if you cross Cough the Cat with the Prime Minister?
Moggy Thatcher! That's the way I tell him.
Now, of course, it's the good gag section of the programme. Two Irishmen were going through a cemetery, and one sat down and he says, "Oh boy, I'm tired." He said, "Look, Mick, this fella's lived to a ripe old age, 137. He said, "What's his name?" He said, "Miles from London."
That was the worst thing I ever heard.
Well, that's worse than I normally get. Now, I've got another lovely gag for you. The fella says, "All right, Mick, let's get to bed. I've set the clock for 7. He said, "What for? There's only 2 of us."
Spotted a little poem here from Roger Phillips, who says he's 11. I don't believe that. It's from Shoeburyness. I've got a little budgie. He really is quite cute. He drinks gin instead of water and does impressions of a newt. Well, thank you very much.
You can't tell that.
I haven't, I didn't. But here's a clue to the next item.
Goodness gracious, how's about that then, guys and gals? Would you believe an amazing group of gentlemen? All the way. Here they are, goodness gracious. The Baron Knights. Wonderful.
Yippee.
Nothing like it.
All day I faced the barren waste without the taste of water. Oh, Dan and I, with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water. Keep her moving down, don't you listen? And he spreads the burning and can you see water, woman's running water, and it's waiting there for me and you. The nights are cool and I'm a fool. 8 stars a pool of water. And with the dawn, I wake and yawn and carry on to water. Don't you listen to me, man. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dad, can you see that big green tree? Where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for me and you. Big green trees.
absolutely no expense whatsoever, we bring you the Chris Tarrant Lookalike Competition 1980. Will the two finalists please take their places? Thank you, gentlemen. Right now, state your cases, please. Will you please tell us why you are the Chris Tarrant lookalike to beat all Chris Tarrant lookalike?
Dear, oh dear, you big pudding. Look at that. Dear, oh
Well, I'm
dear.
virtually bound to win. Just like Chris Tarrant, I'm renowned for my silver tongue, my razor-sharp incisive wit, and my dry humour.
Dear, oh dear.
It's a bit wet to me, pal. A bit wet to me, pal. No contest. Also, like Chris Tarrant, or the Chris Tarrant, my clothes are tailor-made with every care taken on style, fashion, and cut.
Your big girl's blouse. Look at that. Dear, oh dear.
Put the creases back in that, pal?
Hey, look at this.
I insist on the very finest shampoos to keep my hair light, springy, and free from the merest hint of dandruff. I have a
This is silly.
pleasant, clean-looking face,
Nothing like Chris
delicate,
Tarrant.
nicely angled features, and a complexion like a baby's bottom.
Think you need your nappy change, pal? Dear, oh
My
dear.
overall appearance is smooth, polished, dynamic, and my senses are constantly alert for any eventuality. I'm so like Chris Tarrant. I could be Chris Tarrant. It's pathetic, isn't it? Look at that. Look at this.
What a close-fought competition, eh? Well, let's see now. Now, I'm
Rock
afraid
on, eh?
you don't look very much like Chris Tarrant. You're far too clean.
You'll do.
What?
Ah, yes. This is definitely like Chris Tarrant. Absolutely disgusting, deceitful, slimy. A second smeller almost.
This is a
yes,
rip-off.
I declare you the Chris Tarrant
He's
lookalike
tipped the
of
judges.
1980.
I say, what do you get if you cross Terry Wogan with New Year's Day?
I don't know. What do you get if you cross Terry Wogan with New Year's Day?
A blankety blank holiday.
I say, what do you
Takes
get?
minutes to write some of this stuff.
I say, what do you get if you cross, hang on, an elephant with British Airways?
I don't know, Sally. What do you get if you cross an elephant with British Airways?
A lost trunk.
Fantastic. Well, they are. That's the underrun sorted out. Well, now starting this week, a new series, a look at moments of world history as they really happened with our resident chronicler.
Hello, culture lovers. How are you doing? It's really great to be here working for all you history fanatics. And as you can see in front of your very eyes, yes, it's the lovely Cleopatra, love goddess to millions. And down through the ages, all you history people used to think that Cleopatra used to bathe in the ass's milk to keep her complexion nice and white and thing. Well, it just ain't true, because the old girl used to bathe in, yes, you're right, condensed milk. And when she was feeding a little peckish, she used to snap her fingers twice. And along would come her big, beautiful slave and give her 2 hunks of bread, and she'd get stuck into the great big bread and condensed milk sandwich. It was really great. That was the soul food. Never mind this ass's milk rubbish. The alabaster complexion was there. It was the condensed milk. It was really nice. Okay.
Who the elbow? Man of mystery, clairvoyant, extraordinaire, prophet unparalleled.
This story, my mum hasn't heard this one yet, actually. I've got to tell her this one yet. She hasn't heard it. But this is about, you know Captain Kidd, the pirate?
I know him.
The infamous
I know of
Captain Kidd, yeah. Well, you know he had lots of treasure, and what he did, he stored all his treasure and he buried it on a treasure island.
Brilliant.
And some of the natives on the island accidentally discovered...
Sorry, Harry, can you be quiet? He's trying to tell me a very, very interesting
Some of the
story.
natives actually discovered where...
Discovered something wrong with their nose?
No, they discovered where the treasure was hidden and they found it. And they took it away because obviously they knew it was stolen, and they took it away. And the
Sussed it straight away.
leader of the natives, he thought, what can we do? Because if Captain Kidd finds out, he'll hurt us and beat us up.
He'd be in trouble.
So he decided to hide the treasure. He was looking for a safe place to hide. He decided to hide it in his grandfather's apiary, which is where his grandfather kept his bees. You see.
I was hoping you'd explain that, Hoodie.
An apiary is where you
Save
keep
me
bees.
asking.
Where you keep bees. So he hid all the treasure in his grandfather's apiary.
A stroke
and
of
he
genius.
and he had to find a way. He had to find a way, see, Chris, of telling all his mates, his fellow natives, where he'd stuck and put the treasure. And so he had to send them a note, but he tried to think of a way of coding the note so that he could let them know, without anybody else finding out, that he'd hidden all the treasure in his grandfather's apiary. So he did this coded message, and do you know what the message was? It said, "Booty is in the beehives of the older." That's the booty what he'd got. The Captain Kidd's treasure is in the beehives, that's the apiary, of the older. That was his grandfather, Captain Kidd.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Not you, fish face.
We had a lot of mail over the course of this series saying that people aren't very impressed by Cough the cat. They don't think he does a fat lot. That goes for the producer as well. He doesn't think he does a great deal. Typical's a letter from Port Carol, Mel, Moggy, Paulina Pant. There's a great list of them here. We wish to file a complaint concerning the introduction of a newish character called Cough the cat. Charlie the monkey's very mischievous, spits, but I've never heard a murmur from that pathetic so-called blue Cough the cat. In fact, he should be abolished from the show. He's a gormless moggy, unworthy of the feline species. That's fairly typical, actually.
The problem is, you see, Chris, that he actually had a character problem, living so much with Spit the dog, and he decided to call his...
you've had a character problem.
Have his name as Cough. But he can only cough when he's got a bad throat, which isn't very often. But he's trying now. He's trying now to team up with Spit so they can do a duet called Spit and Cough.
Oh, we'll look forward to that with total indifference, Robin.
Good morning. And reports are coming in. In a daring daylight robbery in London today, thieves got away with one of the biggest hauls ever known. It was the Albert Hall. It's great to be back. And further news is coming up of a mass religious meeting which was held at Twickenham Rugby Ground today. Billy Graham claimed to have converted 230 disbelievers, and another 42 bounced back off the goalpost. Excellent shot, Chris. A man appeared in court in Birmingham today after he'd broken into a wickerwork factory and tried to avoid arrest by throwing a picnic basket over a constable. He was charged with hampering the police. Oh, it's so good to be back, kids. Magic.
Here's Arnold, our resident expert, with a few helpful hints for travellers in Europe.
Hello there. As my colleague rightly says, I'm here with a few helpful hints for travellers going to Europe. Quiet, please, jokes haven't come yet. The first thing to do is do everything in your power to avoid the place. It's a long way away, it's full of foreigners, most of whom who can't even speak decent English. Smell of garlic, go around with onions hanging off their bicycles and carry black puddings in the shoulder holsters under their sweaty European armpits. Not that I have anything personally against Europeans. Some of my best friends have spoken to Europeans. Well, at least shouted at them, you know. Oh, show off, Frenchie. What a badge in court then. That gets the moral superiority straight away. Let them know. Let them know historically where you're standing. But don't mention Leeds United, right? OK, and if you do have to go to the place, turn up the card. Thank you. Whatever you do... Well, the magic broken. Whatever you do, don't eat the food. They're always eating it, and millions of them die every year. And that can't be just coincidence, can it? So, make sure you boil everything you eat, drink, and sit on. Another thing, why do you think they have so many nice little tables outside the restaurants, eh? Because they don't allow them in there! With a stinking garlic-filled breath putting off the tourist train, eh? And a word about going to the toilet. Don't. If you can possibly avoid it. It's difficult, I know, on a 2-week package tour, but if you can hold out, you'll come home laughing. Well, yeah, grinning anyway. Buildings, a lot of people crack up the buildings abroad. Very nice, you know, not so well designed as far as I can see. Look at Venice. So badly put up, it floods every year, right in the middle of the summer. Pisa, television tower's 900 years old, leaning over. Reception's bloody terrible. Terrible, sorry. God, it's 10:30. So next time you're offered 2 free tickets for an all-expenses-paid holiday in Monte Carlo, get behind the dustbin, flap your arms up and down, pretend you're a penguin. They'll soon go away and leave you to enjoy Mablethorpe as you have done every year. Me, personally, well, I shall be going up to bang my head against a brick wall in the Durham area, as I have for the last 10 years. Very nice, cheap holiday, and leaves you lovely and relaxed afterwards. But as I say, if you do have any problems about dealing with the filthy foreigners, just write to me, Arnold Goatbender, Chairman, British Tourist Board. Thank you very much. Good night.
The good thing about bread and condensed milk sandwiches is you can really get into the dunking in the tea.
Well, that's revolting.
It's really great. In fact, I'm dunking for Jamaica. It's really good. Listen, all you people, see, you remember last week when I did that great joke?
Could I ever forget how
with the garden hoe and the house key, and it was hoe key. Well, this week I've got another one with the great athlete, Sebastian Coe, and there's the key, and it's Coe key. So I've got a great dance. It's the hoe key, Coe key, oh, the hokey cookie.
I don't believe it.
Oh,
Sorry about
that.
Good morning. This week's hard-hitting budget also badly affected gardeners everywhere. The Chancellor has ruled that as from midnight tonight, flowers must have shorter stems. This has caused a big slump on the stalk market. There is also to be a ban on all fertilizers, which means that in the future, all flowers will have to be self-raising. And finally, the Chancellor is introducing a new tax on lawns. This will be assessed by specially appointed turf accountants.
Excuse me. Lenny Henry, you thought you were here to do a rather unconvincing impression of a well-known newscaster and get a bucket of water thrown over your head. But in fact, this morning, Lenny Henry, comedian, catastrophic, this is your life! Sit yourself down here, Lenny, that's right. Don't worry about the water. Don't worry about that. Yes, Lenny Henry, impressionist, improbable, characterizer, charismatic. This is your life, and what a life it's been. You were born 22 years ago in the picturesque little market village of Wolverhampton. It should have been Dudley, but you were so ugly as a baby the stork had to be blindfolded and lost his way. You spent a happy little childhood playing with Kissy and Chicken George, and from the very first, it was obvious you were destined to be a great comedian.
Well, hello there, man. How's the things going with you? Do you remember when we was in school together, man?
You haven't seen him since preschool playgroup all those years ago. Flown in from Rochdale. Come in, Mike Harding. Oh. You must have a tremendous fund of anecdotes to tell us about this fella here.
Oh, yes, man. I remember once he gave the cat a load of dried peas, man. He gave the cat about 400 dried peas, and then some bicarbonate of soda, and then some vinegar. And then he'd take the cat out and hold she upside down by the tail and machine gun all the sparrows.
Well, it sounds an innocent enough picture. Thank you very much, Mike Harding. All sorts of surprises to come up, Lenny.
Oh, no.
You were educated at the Winston Spencer Churchill School for young psychopaths and mad poisoners in the Black Country. You were so dumb as a pupil that when the teacher told you to stand in the corner, you had to stop and ask the way 8 times. And you were so bad at games that even when they just used you as one of the goalposts at football, you had to be substituted at half-time. But it was about this time that you first heard this voice. Yes, that's right. He was a desperately struggling comedian when you first knew him, but he's got a lot worse since then. Come in, Frank Carson. You must have all sorts of very quick, short anecdotes to tell us.
Well, give me a chance to get a gag in, will you? Yes, I remember when I first saw Lenny, I said, this lad will never make it, and I was right.
Well, thank you very much, Frank. The shortest thing you've ever done. Thank you very much, Frank Carson. Now, Lenny, it was about this time that you got your first ever big television break. You and Chicken George were sitting quietly in the garden, trying desperately to remember the African, sticking pins in the model of Tony Hatch. When it all came true, you were asked to appear at the London Palladium on that marvellous ATV programme, New Faces. Have a look at this over there, Lenworth.
Here's my most recent poem that I wrote while I was waiting for Joe Bugner to hit me. The great Joe Bugner, I did fight one night in far-off Malaysia. And I must give credit to that English boy. He did better than Smoking Joe Frazier. But by round 15 of that famous fight, poor Joe, he looked an ugly sight. He looked like a man who would cross the road without first learning his green cross code. When I step into a ring, they all say I'm lucky, but I knock them dead when I say, hello, Doc King.
There you are from you, Casey. Marvellous impressions, those were. However they were supposed to be. Fame and fortune quickly followed. You became a household name like Brillo pad and toilet roll. Your face was seen everywhere except down coal mines, and you were regularly spotted rubbing shoulders with the famous. That was a strange sort of habit. A lot of the famous got pretty cheesed up with it. But one internationally famous celebrity was very impressed by your obvious early potential.
Goodness gracious, young sir. I see you haven't got your MBE yet.
That's right, star of television, radio and railway siding. Come in, Jimmy Savile. All sorts of memories of this young fella here, James.
As it happens, guys and girls, I was running through Hyde Park, as it happens. I was running through Hyde Park, young sir, when like a coconut hit me on the buns, on the nuts. Goodness gracious. Up I looked, and there he was, in the tree, young sir, this geezer up there. Now, how's about, do a quick impression of me, a quick, fabulous, because this is the age of the pain.
Thank you very much indeed. This jockey, Jimmy Savile. Well, now, Lenny, at this stage, it never looked as if you'd make it to the top as a comedian, and some mornings here it still doesn't. You decided at this stage that you ought to try your hand at acting. Have a little look at this from about 5 years ago from London Weekend Television.
I've got it. The perfect wedding anniversary present for Mum and Dad. I'll paint them another picture of me.
Oh, no, not again. I knew you'd suggest that. We want to give them a pleasant surprise, not a foregone conclusion.
All right. How about an electric blanket?
The 20th wedding anniversary is China. We got to get them something in China.
Okay, we'll get them an electric blanket made in Hong Kong.
Piece of acting there, won you the
makeup, yeah.
Won you the 1975 Hollywood Screen Girls Black Pudding. Your acting career didn't really seem to be getting anywhere, but your career as comedian was really going places. Places like Scunthorpe, Working Men's Club, the end of the Pier Pavilion, Wolverhampton, the Sands, Bradford, La Dolce Vita, Cowden Beef. You did a number of very rough engagements, and you've been doing them ever since. But there was an old friend turned up in those days to help you with your microphone technique.
Testing, one, two. Let's have a bit of order.
Yes, that's right, the man who's done
Don't
for
give order,
sound
put the
engineering,
comic
what
on
Jeffrey
again.
Howe's done for the motorists. Come in, Norman Collier.
Keep working, man.
Yeah, just some marvellous memories. What was it like working with him?
Oh, beautiful, really was. I remember announcing him one night, and I did his wonderful Jolson routine. He's still got his makeup on. But I remember when he was really... Oh, absolutely terrific. And I said to Lenny, I said, out 10. And I said, how do you want your money, heads or tails? Remember, Lenny?
Thank you very much indeed. Norman Collier. Well, now, Lenny, your career has gone from strength to strength. You've already made your first ever solo record, and I think we can now have a good look at you in hip-shaking, finger-popping, pop action. Have a little look at this. Fabulous new disc.
Algernon wants you to say okay.
There you are, that's more than enough of that. One person has stood quietly in the background, watching you rise to obscurity. You thought she was quietly in the background this morning, watching you at home, but in fact, we brought her in by mule train from Dudley. Come in, your mother, Mrs. Henry.
Not here.
Oh, no. Why are you at bingo, Bernie?
Come on, now, shut up. What do you think you're doing?
Thank you very much.
OK, sit yourself there, my darling. We've got one final surprise, really. It's again from the hysterically funny, mirth-laden by royal appointment Tiswas programme, one of your best-known classic impressions. Have a little look at this, Lenny, from about a year ago, I think, this one, from Tiswas. Television's Mr. Miracle himself. Yes, it's Tommy Cooper.
Thank you. An Irish fellow went to a pet shop. He bought a zebra. He called it Spot. I don't know why I bother.
Yeah, that's right. It's someone you've always respected. You never really expected to meet him face to face. One of the best-known entertainers in the world with his own highly individual style of comedy. Yes, come in, the Phantom Flatbringer. Tommy Cooper. Lenny Henry, this is your life. Very quickly, this little lad called Jerome from Rugby. We brought him in last week because he particularly wanted to tell us his poem on Tiswas, wasn't it? It was such a short show last week, we never got round to telling his poem, so I don't know whether we can wiggle him round. Are you ready, Jerome? Go on then, in your own time, using the iambic pentameter, here is Jerome with his poem. Here's Jerome with his poem.
Go on, Jerome, lad.
You're on the railway picking up...
He wanted to come back. You said you wanted to come back. What's happened there? You said you wanted to come back. You definitely don't want to do your poem. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well worth waiting 7 days for. You don't want to do it? Oh, well, there you are. Just talk amongst yourselves at home. I'll just take Jerome out. Sure, she'll take you back to your mum. She'll take you back to your mum. Sorry about that, Sal. That's a second one in 2 weeks. Fine.
Sorry you bothered to walk in there, Christopher.
Water is wonderful, water's superb, water's too powerful to conquer or curb. Water's at its best when you can chuck it over yourself, out of the bucket. Water is wonderful, water befits.
Take it by the handful and splash your on.
We are so happy, our hearts go pitter-pat when I see some water inside a bucket.
Buckets at the ready, come on then, everybody!
Water is wonderful, water's superb, water's too powerful to conquer or curb.
Come on, the whole body now, the whole body!
When you can chuck it over yourself, out of the bucket. Water is wonderful, ask us scousers, we love to pour it down our trousers. Rise on and go now to your faucet. Pour lots of water into your bucket.
In your bucket, at the ready now! There we go!
Water is wonderful, water's superb, water's too powerful to conquer or curb. Water's at its best when you can chuck it over yourself, out of the bucket. Water is wonderful, water's superb, water's too powerful to conquer or curb. Water's at its best when you can chuck it over yourself, out of the bucket.
Following our earlier reports, I'm sorry. Following our earlier gale warning, Coast Guards now warn. I'm sorry. Following our earlier reports, gale warning coast... Following our early gale warning... Do you mind pack that in? Following our earlier gale warning, Coast Guards now warn that high tides could give rise to some flooding in exposed coastal areas. Sorry. Don't panic!
1:30, take 2.
Good morning. Following our earlier gale warning, Coast Guards now warn that high tides could give rise to some flooding in exposed coastal areas.